rousing episode of the Grow Show, guys. It's Wednesday. Are you feeling it? You feeling it? Have you made it to hump day? Are you ready, guys? We are going to continue on our journey this week, diving into some of my foundational principles of life and business, and it's two words: grit, grace. Grit and grace are going to be your compasses towards success or to mediocrity. Are you giving yourself enough of each one? Are you not giving yourself one? These are the questions we've been asking of ourselves, of our businesses, of our wealth, of our health, of our direction this week. And today, we're going to talk about the power of grit. Today, we're going to talk about the weapon that most people avoid: the raw ability to push when you don't want to believe when the evidence says stop, to suffer on purpose for a greater future. Guys, this is grit. To set the stage for you very simply, very foundationally, grace is a gift. Grit is a grind. Without grit, grace has nothing to renew. It has nothing to absolve. It has nothing to refresh, reset. Every great story, every great tome, epic, every great thing, every championship, legacy, they all have something in common across time, across genders, across ages, across socioeconomic divides. One thing remains in common for each and every one of these, and it is grit. It's grit. Every hero's journey, it's grit. And we sleep on the power that it can hold for us. Why? Why? Let's just be honest. You, me, and the fence posts here. It's because it's hard. It's because it doesn't feel good. It's because it's tough. Because it requires us to come out of our comfort zone that we've been lulled to sleep by in this society, and it demands discomfort. It demands more. It demands for you to reach down and it asks you a simple question: who are you really? Angela Duckworth wrote an entire book on this. It's called Grit. And she talks about her definition of it is perseverance and passion over time. Do I have the ability to continue to persevere through the trials, the tribulations, the ups, the downs, the rejection? And can I stay passionate about it? Can I keep the intentionality there? Can I keep deep happiness and pursue it? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's the ability simply to endure pain, simply to keep promises to yourself. And one of the ones that I struggle with, being a wordsmith, if you will, is the ability to outlast excuses, not just other people's, but your own. I get the pleasure and the privilege and the honor of coaching entrepreneurs and salespeople across the country. And you guys are really good at negotiating. It's what you do. The problem is you're so good that you can convince yourself of the excuses every time. You can talk yourself into not being gritty. You can talk yourself into giving too much grace. You can talk yourself into breaking the contract that you made with yourself, the contract that you made with your kids, with your spouse, with your family, with your colleagues. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's simply the ability to endure, to not negotiate with yourself, to when you make a contract, you keep it. David Goggins, you've heard this if you've ever followed him. Stay hard. Stay hard. Do the things you said you were going to do. When your brain is telling you you're done, you're not even halfway there. Jesse Itzler, Living with a Seal, he has a quote from that, and it says, "Your brain will quit long before your body does." Guys, if we really took a time to unpack that sentence, "Your brain will quit long before your body does," I think we can all see the drastic truth behind it. Yeah, we're all not out there running ultra marathons. We're not all out there trying to be Navy SEALs. I get it. But when you're like, "Hey, bro, I'm too tired to do that," are you? Are you? "I'm too stressed right now." Are you, though? Or is your brain quitting before your body does? When deep down inside, you know that you should be doing the thing you said you would. This is why most people miss. This is why most people go to their death quiet, in mediocrity, in comfort. You see, we were trained to believe through fairy tales and stories that, you know, people are inherently valiant and there's things inside and they will fight till the end for what's right and what's good and what's just and what they deserve. And the truth is, most people don't go out in a hail of gunfire and some amazing sword battle slaying a dragon. Most people, especially today, go out with a whimper because they listen to their brain telling them to quit while there was still gas in the tank. There's a book out there called Romans, and in chapter 5 has this absolute banger of a line. Suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance produces character. Character produces hope. It produces hope. Grit is proof that you believe that your future is worth fighting for, that you believe that it's attainable, that you believe that you deserve it. This isn't some quote that you put up on Facebook and hope people like. This is a deep identity. This is a deep mindset that you take with yourself. Grit is proof that you believe that your future is worth fighting for, that it exists. But most people avoid this. Most people avoid grit. Why? Because we have a comfort addiction. We have a comfort addiction. And I'm saying we, not you, like I'm some crazy monk. Like, dude, we have a comfort addiction. Modern life is literally designed to remove discomfort. CEOs, business people, when they're designing products, when they're designing services, their literal question that they ask is, how can we make this as easy as possible on the consumer? How can we remove discomfort for the consumer? Why? Because we desire to stay in our comfort addiction. You don't even have to go get unhealthy food anymore. They will deliver that sucker to you. You don't have to call anybody and have an awkward conversation like me where you're ordering way too much Taco Bell. You don't even have to talk to someone on the phone and feel judged. They took that discomfort from you too. Maybe that was a little TMI. You know, I like Taco Bell. We have a comfort addiction. Can you imagine? Can you imagine for a second? You die, you go to heaven, and you're chatting with people who have gone on before you, and you're talking to some guy that was crushed by a boulder and a mastodon, and you're like, "Yeah, man, the my life's pretty hard. Like the AC broke one time, and it got really hot. One time they messed up my order at the restaurant, kind of ruined my day." Like, can you imagine that? You know that like 200 years ago, you had a 10% chance of being killed by wildlife. We've gotten addicted to this comfort, and we think that In comfort lies true happiness, and that's incorrect. So we avoid the grit. Another way we avoid it is the fear of pain, not even experiencing it, just the fear of it. Just knowing that it exists around the corner or potentially exists around the corner will stop us dead in the tracks every time. We've been trained to avoid suffering rather than embrace it as the growth tool that it actually is. Most of us say that we want success. Most of us say that we want things and better life, but we don't want to pay the price in full. We all want the prize. None of us want the price. We want the thing, but we don't want to do the work to get it. We will never get what we want if we keep negotiating with the grind, with the grit. I truly believe that it has never been easier to be successful, whatever success looks like for you. I'm not here defining success, telling you that it has to be yachts and Lamborghinis. I don't even believe that. But it has never been easier for you to carve out success. Why? Because most people quit as soon as it hurts. Most people quit as soon as suffering's not cool anymore. Most people quit when the pain kicks in. Few are willing to hurt until they succeed. Few are willing to go through the trial, to go through the pain until they succeed. Because of that, the competition for actual greatness for your life is so slim. This is the counterintuitive thought. Most of the competition, ladies and gentlemen, right now in society is for mediocrity. So when you are raising your hand for mediocrity, guess what? That's where all the competition is. We have to start embracing the spiritual and relational power of grit. Not to get super spiritual on you. No, that's a lie. I don't care. Let's get it. Guys, grit is simply faith. Like, think about it. At its base layer, grit is simply faith in action. It's continuing on through suffering when the blessing isn't even visible. When you can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't smell it. You just know. You just have faith in it. That's grit at its foundational layer. If we're talking about leadership, helping other people find that grittiness inside of themselves, helping them be accountable, holding them able, that's where the juice is. Leaders who only give grace create weakness. Leaders who demand grit build warriors, they build champions, they build successful people. They build great fathers, great mothers, great spouses. It's that simple, but we don't do it because it's hard. Parenting, raising kids, you think doing that well doesn't require grit? Grit requires doing the hard thing. Grit requires saying no and dealing with the tears and dealing with the pain to teach them, to help them, to build their own character. It requires grit. Grit is love in its toughest form. Love of yourself, love of your family, your friends, your community, your business, your colleagues, your employees. Grit is love in its toughest form. And what I'm not saying is that you have to be on a soapbox, on a megaphone, telling everybody how gritty you are. I'm saying lead with action and watch, just watch the ripples that begin to happen around you when you lead yourself well first. This is like my deepest lesson for myself. I had to learn to lead myself first. And I don't get it right all the time, guys. I'm not saying that, but I get it right more often than not. Grit is simply faith. Grit is simply love in its toughest form. And if you find yourself needing more of it, here are a couple things that you can start thinking about to build that muscle. In the book Grit by Angela Duckworth, she talks about it, saying that it is a trainable skill. If you have a low level right now, that's okay because it doesn't have to stay that way. It's trainable. So, the first idea for you to think about is how can you start adding micro suffering to your day? The micro suffering method. Put it on a t shirt. Can you add small discomforts daily? You see, it's really big now, right? What is it? Ice baths. I'm not saying you have to go get an ice bath, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying that. If that's your thing, cool. I'm here for it. But can you start adding small discomforts? Cold shower, the extra mile, getting 10,000 steps, 15,000 steps, making the call, eating correctly, waking up at a certain time, forcing yourself to read for growth. Can you start adding small things that can be not super comfortable? When you continue to add that, you start to build the muscle. There's a line from 2,000 years ago, Seneca. He says, we treat the body rigorously. So the body is not disobedient to the mind. There's another rule when it comes to muscle building, since grit is a muscle: progressive overload. The law of progressive overload. Just like the gym, you have to increase stress gradually. Gradually. This is where we get it wrong too with our instant gratification mindset. We want it now. We don't want to have to go through the reps. We don't have to go through the growth. We don't want to have to go through the year-long journey. But the success happens more often than not in the gradual. We say we have this line that goes success is slow and then sudden. Are you working on progressive overload? I'm not just talking about in the gym. I'm talking about with your mind, with your heart, with your spirit. I was on a coaching call yesterday with one of our rock stars, and she's just simply crushing it. I'm so proud of her. And it's hard because she's accessing a new level of success. And I looked at her, I said, look at me. It's not always going to be this hard because you're going to get better at it. That's the law of progressive overload. My third thing to think about, shout out Kobe, the Mamba mentality. No excuse rule, no negotiation rule. If you make that contract with yourself, that's it. That's the end of the story. Ain't no talking back here, Jack. You just do it. When the easy voice speaks up, when that comfort clown inside of you speaks up, you answer with action before negotiation. You don't need more talent. You need more tolerance for discomfort. I get kind of excited when I see that things are hard now because I know most aren't willing to do it. I'm willing to suffer. I'm willing to suffer joyfully because I know what's on the other side of it. Grit is endurance. Grit is discipline. Grit is the muscle of the mind. Without it, grace has no meaning. Without it, grace isn't the gift that it's meant to be. Today, I want you to pick one place that you've been soft, one area that you've been choosing. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, you've been choosing it. One area that you've been choosing comfort, and I want you to apply some grit to it. Not asking you to suddenly be a marathoner. Remember, progressive overload. I want you to start. Is it getting the steps in? Is it doing the budget? Is it going to church? Is it serving your spouse? Is it putting the phone down and playing with your kids? Is it honoring your calendar? Make the extra call. Stay in the conversation longer. Prove to yourself that you can outlast the easy voice because you can. You can. Guys, grace saves you, but grit shapes you. Without grit, you'll never touch the life you are truly capable of. Remember, it's simply just proof that you believe your future is worth fighting for. It's proof of the faith that you have. And most people will never feel it, see it, smell it, touch it, experience it. Because most people want success until it hurts. And few are willing to suffer until they succeed. Grit is simply love in its toughest form. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, happy Wednesday to you. Let's go get gritty today. Let's go get gritty. Let's go do one thing extra, two things extra, because we deserve it, because our families deserve it, because we're capable of it. You owe you. Love you, mean it. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.